Yo, it's the Crimson Brothers here. This company is absolutely bankrupt, absolutely dead creatively, entertainment-wise, probably financially at this rate. It might be headed down there. It's just completely dead in every way possible. For some reason, Cody Rhodes is still champion.
Crazy.
Insane. The reign of terror continues.
What is there to say? I mean, listen, I feel like we've been saying the same thing now for 4 months at this point. It's just the same thing, rinse and repeat. Cody Rhodes, from what standpoint does it make sense to keep the title on Cody Rhodes? They've lost hundreds of thousands of viewers in this year alone, right? The main show that he's on, SmackDown, is about to go under a million. Under a million viewers. Just crazy. And why keep the title on him? What's the rationale behind it? Why not put the title? What difference would it make if they gave the title to Dragon Lee? No, seriously.
It would be marginally worse. Marginally worse.
If they put the title on Dragon Lee,
it might actually give them a pop. They might get a pop in ratings because it's unexpected. It might literally be better on Dragon Lee.
I mean, I'm at a loss for words at this point. And like I said in the previous video with Drew McIntyre and LA Knight, all they do is win number one contenders matches, lose the championship match, lose the number one contenders match, win a number one contenders match, and it's the same thing that we've been seeing. I feel like Drew McIntyre and LA Knight are the same person.
Pretty much. Like, they're pretty much LA Knight's the face, Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre is the heel LA Knight. They're the same. They serve the same purpose. They're there just to win number one contenders and just job to all the main eventers. That's the only reason they're there. They're there to be a good hand, and Kevin Owens is kind of like this too. They're there to be a good hand and be quasi main eventers, but just not win anything. That's the only purpose they serve. It's dumb because in theory those should be their top stars. You could argue like Drew and LA Knight should be their top stars right now.
I said that
or some of their top stars.
Drew and LA Knight should have been the main event of WrestleMania last year. That should have been for the title, for the World Heavyweight Championship. They're the same guy. They're on the same, but they're just jobbers. I've never seen.
Yeah, but instead they gave us some BS Jey Uso versus Gunther.
You know what? They might as well have just done The Rock and Roman.
Last year's WrestleMania
at 40.
At 40. I mean, well, we know what happened with that. So to be honest, they
should have done that.
They probably could have got away with it. I know because of the fan outrage, they couldn't do it. But if they just would have had Rock actually win the Royal Rumble, they could have done it.
I think that this proves the fans don't know what the hell they're doing.
But I think they could have got away with it if The Rock just won the Royal Rumble, the fans would have been fine with it. It's the fact that somebody won the Royal Rumble and then just gave away their spot that people got mad.
Yeah, it was dumb to have him win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's what I don't even think it's really because they wanted Cody that bad. I think it's just that
they had already given him the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it just went against tradition and it was dumb.
I don't think anybody would have complained had he not won the Royal Rumble.
I agree. I agree with you. I think if Cody just did not win the Royal Rumble, the fans would have been fine.
We'd be in a much better place right now. This company would, hands down, no doubt about it, this company would be exponentially better right now.
It probably wouldn't matter, though, because Cody would have won the title eventually, and Roman would have won.
I think he would have cooled off if he didn't win the title.
You think so?
Yes. He's cooled off now, and he has.
Yeah. But I think he would have won eventually and then Roman would have went part-time still. I think the same thing would have happened.
In the same situation,
but it just would have been prolonged.
It would have just been delayed.
It just would have been delayed.
He'd win the title at this upcoming WrestleMania, and then we'd have this title reign next year instead of this year.
I gotta say too, I agree with you. I think they might as well have had Jey Uso win because now obviously I prefer if LA Knight would have won, but if they were going to insist on going with Jey Uso, you spent all this time building this, supposed heel character, this mini Roman, baby Roman thing. Just have him win.
Give him the title.
You might as well because you spent months building this heel character. Him being baby Roman, being more ruthless, he might as well just won.
But you've also spent years doing nothing with CM Punk. So now you give him the title. He's never been colder. His wife is more over than he is right now.
That's facts. People are just wondering where AJ Lee's at. So they might, and really, if they were going to insist on putting Jey Uso in this match, he might as well have won. It's kind of like the same thing they did with Io Sky. People just wanted to see Bianca versus Rhea. And they insisted on putting Io in the match just to not have her defend the title. It's a weird pattern with this. Like, he'll go out of his way to do stuff the fans didn't ask for, and then he doesn't follow up on it. So if you're just going to completely go against the fans having Jey Uso win the Battle Royal when they won at night or somebody else, then he might as well just win the title.
I think that's what he does. He just goes against whatever the sentiment is online. So we have to be smarter. We have to. It's a reverse psychology. So if we like LA Knight, we have to say that he sucks.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
And just put forth that he sucks and he needs to be off of TV. And then he'll see that he being Triple H will see that and he'll push LA Knight.
Nah, he might be like, oh yeah, they're finally seeing the light. They're finally seeing the light.
Just confirms it.
Yeah, they're finally seeing it. I can finally get rid of this jobber. But he does this a lot. And even with the Secret Hervis, Selena Vega, nobody asked for that at all. And now Zelina's, well, she's on TV now, but now she's doing nothing again. So
we have to make a 100 worst things about this year in WWE. We did the 25 worst.
Yeah.
We need to make 100 worst.
I mean, yeah, you can get to 1,000 probably. There's like 1,000 things you probably say.
100.
You might could get to 1,000.
You probably could, but
I mean, you'd have to really squeeze it in there.
Nitpicking.
Yeah.
That'd be like a 2-day long video.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I didn't
yeah,
want to make this video.
Nothing really to say on this review, guys. Obviously, we didn't watch the show. I'm happy. I mean, we're not commenting on the matches. We're not giving reviews and talking about, how good this match was.
I just couldn't imagine spending my Saturday night watching this.
And there's other Saturday night main events I've watched. I just did not care.
Every single one except this. Like the past couple weeks of wrestling has been a breaking point for me. I've reached my breaking point.
There's nothing to look forward to on these shows. Wrestling, I know we say this all the time, but it's never been colder.
I've seriously burned out from watching wrestling. I can't do it. Like,
it's never been colder.
The thought of, sit down and watch Monday Night Raw on Monday, that thought makes my stomach hurt. It makes my head hurt. Like, it makes me nauseous. Like, I would rather work a shift at Walmart than watch 2 hours of Raw.
I was watching Andy Mack. I don't know if y'all know about that Disney show, the Disney show from like 7 years ago. I was watching that. The cringe and cheesy acting in a Disney sitcom was more entertaining than that tonight.
What would you rather do less than watch Raw?
Like what would I rather watch Raw?
Like how would you say it?
Like what would you rather do, or
what would you rather do less than
watching Raw? Yeah. Okay. I guess maybe watching golf. Watching golf maybe. Golf? There's a lot of stuff I'd rather do than watch golf.
I mean, but at least with golf, you're learning the rules. I guess if you're not familiar with golf, you could learn there's novelty in learning like how to play golf. But I do see what you're saying.
Just off the top of my mind, like there's a really few things I'd rather do, or few things I'd want to do less than watching golf. So that's about it.
What's below golf?
Below golf. I like playing chess, but I wouldn't really watch people play chess.
I would watch people. I do watch people play chess. So.
Like I like playing it, but I wouldn't. I like playing golf. Like mini golf is fun, but I never go out of my way to watch golf. Really just that. There's only like a few. I don't know.
Jade Cargill won,
which I'm kind of excited about that. I'm not this huge Jade Cargill fan. I see her potential. I don't think she's as bad as some people say she is. I don't think she's like horrible in ring.
Horrible. I think she's
she can get by really. She could just get by just off her look alone.
That's what I said when they brought her in the company, that they shouldn't put her in 10, 15, 20-minute matches.
She should be booked like Goldberg.
Yeah, right. Just go. Or Hulk Hogan. She can do 4 or 5 moves.
Her booking right now is probably her best booking.
That's how it should be. Yeah.
This is her best booking right now, but they waited way too late to do it. She should have came in literally just like a powerhouse immediately. But now they're just finally waiting till this Tiffany reign.
Well, they don't have anything else. There's nobody else they can give the title to.
That's true. That is, I guess, Charlotte. But and this Tiffany Stratton reign is...
How long did she have the title?
It was a shame. And a lot of it's not even her fault, in my opinion. Like, it's not even completely her fault.
I think a big chunk of it is her fault. She can't really cut promos. She's not a great wrestler.
But I feel like some of that is the scripting, too.
It didn't help her, no.
I think some of it is the scripting, like... I don't think it's just her by herself, just only saying Tiffy time. I feel like there's more to that. I feel like the writers just write, okay, just go out there and say Tiffy time. Maybe even with Jey Uso, maybe the writers are just writing down, okay, just go to your catchphrase,
I can see that Tiffany can do more on the mic than Jey Uso.
I don't know for sure, but I've been hearing about in NXT how she kind of had more of a fleshed out character.
I can believe that.
And she was better as a heel. They're saying, I'm just hearing people say, like, when she went to the main roster, her character just became one dimensional.
I can completely believe it. Why do they do that?
I guess because it's easier to sell, maybe. Maybe they think it's for the TikTok brains. I think that they book for TikTok. That's why. But
I just don't even see how it's profitable to book stupid story, like to book shallow stuff. How's it even people would be more invested if there was more substance to it.
I kind of understand what they're doing because the average attention span is short nowadays. Maybe that's their logic. If we just book for the pop, if we just make small moments for TikTok.
But that's like
maybe that's their logic right now.
That might be true for the general public, but wrestling is so niche that you can't assume that wrestling fans have the average attention span of the general public. That's like saying all doctors have short attention spans because the public has a short. No, that's not how it works. Like that, there's subsets of the population where that could be true, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's true for wrestling fans. Like if they booked it with some substance and some creativity, more people would care because not everybody has a short attention span.
Yeah, wrestling by default, it literally should be a reflection of life. It's a microcosm of America. It should be way deeper than it is, than it is portrayed right now.
And I'm not even. Is that true that people have short attention spans? Because
I think it's evident again, just from the existence and popularity of TikTok. I think that kind of proves it.
But don't people learn stuff on TikTok though? Like, aren't there some?
But people, they swipe through videos. They swipe through like 10 videos in 5 minutes. Like your video will be swiped on TikTok in 2 seconds.
So that's a Gen Z thing. Like that's like you guys. Like,
yeah,
I've never installed TikTok because I think it's Chinese propaganda.
I don't watch it either, but I know from just a few clips, like the clips and stuff I've posted up there, like on the channel and stuff.
But
people, they swipe through videos quick.
Think about the people that watch wrestling.
Yeah,
they're probably not Gen Zers because Gen Z never got into wrestling like that. Like,
that's true.
It's my generation and up. And we're not on TikTok like that. Like we don't have we don't have burned out attention spans. And where are the people watching this?
I think that's their logic. They're trying to attract Gen Z by making it for them in their attention span.
So all right, so a Gen Z person with a short attention span is gonna watch a clip on TikTok and then they're gonna get invested in the product.
No.
So it's no. See what I'm saying? Like
no.
What they're doing doesn't even make sense. It's not even I could see if it was like, oh, we'll get a bunch of idiots invested in our product. But that's not happening. They're not going to get invested in the product.
It's like when they bring out these celebrities, they bring out Jelly Roll, or they bring out, even Logan Paul. They think this is going to draw a bunch of people in. But even if you're a fan of these people, you're not going to want to tune into the product because let's say you're a Jelly Roll fan and you see it on Reddit or something, Twitter. Like, oh, that's cool, Jelly Roll's wrestling. You're not going to be invested into the product.
You're not going to go out of your way to watch the Jelly Roll match. Like, literally
if you're a Jelly Roll fan, you're going to care more about him performing or his music. You're not going to care about him wrestling.
This is like if LeBron James, I don't know,
he became...
something I completely didn't... If he became an opera singer or something, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch opera.
That's true,
I wouldn't give a damn what he... Like, okay, whatever, like... Nobody cares about celebrities anymore. Logan Paul could have been on this show tonight. He wouldn't have drawn a single extra viewer than what they're gonna get.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not 1982. Like nobody cares about celebrities.
I mean, they do, but there's just so many of them that there's almost like an oversaturation of celebrities. So many people are a celebrity that nobody's really a draw anymore. There's no mystique behind being a celebrity. Like, it doesn't matter if you have Logan Paul, John Legend or so. It doesn't. John Legend. There's so many celebrities. There's no
Speed. I mean,
I think I Show Speed would draw some people. It wouldn't be like a massive draw, but I think he would draw some people just because he's like the biggest streamer. Or like Kai Cenat. I think Kai Cenat would draw people in. It wouldn't be much. I'm not saying they'd stay and watch the product, but
that's incredible.
If they had a Kai Cenat stream like during the show, I think that would pop a rating. Or if he was on, because he gets more viewers than wrestling does. So I mean, they would pop a rating.
They kind of need him. Then.
Yeah, they need.
Why isn't Raw just a Kai Cenat stream then?
I mean, yeah, it could be. It could be. Actually, they did that during the Royal Rumble. They had iShowSpeed streaming the Royal Rumble. Like, they still had their broadcast. And on his live stream, he was streaming, like, being backstage and stuff.
How many viewers did he have?
I wonder about that. It might have been the same amount. He might have.
Because if that's the case, I don't understand why WWE exists. Why they're on TV. Why isn't every TV show just streamers? Because they get all the viewers.
It's probably because streamers don't want to, because they already have their own thing. That's my rationale.
But I'm saying, like, the USA Network is wasting airtime by putting this on TV when they could be getting more viewers if they had a streamer on.
Yeah. But this is probably the only thing they can get. Because what streamers, like, I want to be on the USA Network.
Well, they could find somebody to stream. They that's what I'm saying. Like, just find a personality.
Yeah.
Set up a stream and air it on the USA Network.
You probably could find somebody.
You could find,
but it wouldn't. In all fairness, though, it wouldn't be like a big streamer.
It doesn't.
I don't know if it would draw a lot because because it couldn't just be like a local. I don't know, just a regular small time streamer.
I think you could get a charismatic person to just talk shit in their bedroom for 2 hours, and it would draw more than Raw.
Maybe they could invest in somebody. But I don't think like Penguin Zero or Kai Cenat, they're jumping up to do streams on USA Network.
No. But I'm saying if the USA Network were to just air their stream,
I can see. You think they'd accept that? What? I guess they would.
Not?
Yeah,
why?
It's more exposure. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Anything else they air is not going to draw anything. So that's what is drawing.
Yeah. I can see that actually.
And then you could air commercials. You could have your average, like whatever you want to do.
But then maybe their logic is that, well, our station is like for old people anyway. It's for older people, so maybe they're thinking they wouldn't care to see streamers. But I don't know.
Okay, that is true. That it is older people watching it, but advertisers are trying to sell to the 18 to 49-year-olds.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't watch streams, but I guess those people watch live streams. So if you're the USA Network and you want to attract advertisers, why not just have live streamers on the USA Network?
Yeah, that's true.
Why have reruns of Law and Order in Suits and bullshit like that? And what is it?
The knockoff Law and Order.
What is it? Chrisley Knows Best.
Chrisley Knows Best. That show. It doesn't come on anymore. Hey, they used to go crazy after Raw, though. They used to go crazy with that.
But, like, why have those shows on and not a live stream that can pull in 1 million viewers?
Yeah, I wonder what's the logistics behind that. That seems easy to do. And honestly, now that you think about it, I don't see why they wouldn't also have...
Cheapest, like Netflix. Yeah. Why is Netflix paying Raw
$5 billion?
$10 million an episode. They could just pay a streamer. They could train somebody to do that in that time slot and just talk about the world, like world commentary for 2 hours. I guarantee you it would draw more than Raw. And more cost effective because they're not paying $10 million an episode.
Yeah.
Why don't they?
I'm guessing what I've done a little research. I'm thinking they paid $5 billion because it's the cheapest quote unquote sports option. So it's the cheapest of all the, even though it's not a sport. But apparently if they got NBA or something, it cost even more. So by comparison, WWE is cheaper in comparison to that, I think. That's what I've heard. But $5 billion for this is still insane. But I think that's what it was.
Just like this Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Why is this even on TV?
Actually, it's not. It's only on Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
It's on because NBC got rid of it. So yeah, they took it off real quick.
Well, there goes my point. I mean, they're not gonna when Netflix kicks them off of the platform. Are they gonna have a TV deal to go to? Who's gonna put them on TV?
They're just gonna go back to USA. That's what I was saying in that Netflix discussion. The reason they didn't negotiate is because they know they're coming back. That's why they didn't negotiate. They know they're coming back to the USA Network.
Dominic retained.
Dominic? I mean, who cares? Who cares, really? That's probably the least thing I have
what else happened?
Opinions on. It was only 4 matches. We covered all the matches. It was only 4 matches.
We covered Drew
and Cody. Yeah, we talked about how Cody retaining was
CM
done.
Punk won.
CM Punk.
Jade won.
Jade.
And Dom won.
Dom, yeah.
It. 4 matches.
And Dom, and I guess I'll talk about how Rusev and who else was in there?
Penta.
Rusev and Penta are just jobbed out. All they do is just fight number one contenders and just lose to Dom.
They're the mid-card version of LA Knight and Drew McIntyre.
That's all they do. They fight in number one contenders and then lose.
That's it.
That's all.
They should form a stable. The jobbers. We're tired of jobbing. We're gonna put our collective heads together. That'd be interesting.
And I was saying, maybe not on camera. At this point, if you need to do something new, they might as well put the title on Dom. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it's amazing, but in the era where you have nothing to look forward to and you're desperate for like any fan engagement, you know.
This product, this is over. On December 13th, when John Cena retired, this is over.
Oh yeah, we forgot one thing I didn't speak about. I heard this from C-Jack's review. So apparently on the next episodes of Raw, there's going to be a tournament to decide who his last opponent is. So, which I will actually give credit. That is a little bit intriguing. I'm not saying it's the most amazing thing ever, but I think it kind of does bring some intrigue to Raw. They're taking advantage of the discussions, like, oh, who should be his last opponent. So I think they're smart to capitalize on that. But besides that, like, these shows will still suck.
He still won't be there.
So
who do you think is gonna be his last opponent?
It's gonna be Gunther. It's most certainly gonna. I don't know why. I do not know why, but it's going to be Gunther.
I think it's going to be Jey Uso.
It's going to be Gunther. Jay. It's going to be Gunther. For some reason, because that's who a lot of fans are asking for.
Who?
I have no clue why. I have zero clue why.
That has to be Tony Khan buying bots.
I'm serious. I see a lot of people on Twitter. A lot of people, they keep saying, like, oh, it should be Gunther. And I keep saying the whole time.
Those are bots.
Why would you want the most boring wrestler of all time to retire the GOAT? Why?
Slap in the face. That has to be a bot. Like, there's no way a human.
I keep hearing it be like everybody brings it up. Like, oh, it should be Gunther.
Who's even missing Gunther right now? Like, who's thinking, oh, if only Gunther was here, the show would be good. Who's even?
I think it'll make it worse.
I think it'd be about what it is.
I think it'd be even worse. I'm literally dreading when he returns. I'm dreading when he returns tomorrow, probably, and he's feuding with CM Punk. I prefer Jay and CM Punk to that. Like it's already bad, but it's gonna get.
Well, I would prefer Trick Williams and CM Punk, or Ethan Page and CM Punk, or
somebody, so much more.
Somebody under 30.
But so many people are saying that Gunther. I don't know why.
That's crazy.
In the comments, if you're watching, please explain to me why you want to see Gunther versus Cena.
It's not even like John Cena can have a good match. It's like it's not about the wrestling.
Yeah. Well, he still has good matches. I think he still had good matches this year. The AJ Styles was good too. That match was good. But it's just for his last match. I don't want to see Gunther. Even with as bad as his roster is, a Braun Breaker, shoot, AJ Styles again, Dominic. Who wants to see Gunther?
I'd rather see Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. There's better options. Tons of better options.
Like, they can both retire. Honestly, just have the SmackDown. Well, you can't have Benoit, but have the SmackDown 6. Get Shelton Benjamin. That, whatever.
Oh, I've been hearing, apparently they were thinking about doing Edge. Like, apparently, I'm not sure if this is true, but I've heard that they had something planned out to where he could wrestle Cena for one night and go back to AEW. But they're saying Andrade ruined that. That's what word on the street is, that Andrade ruined it. Because he what's the word I'm looking for? He went against his 30-day no-compete clause and showed up in AEW. So they're saying they were planning that the companies were going to agree to have Edge go to WWE for one night, but now that's not happening. I'm not even sure if that was going to happen, but apparently people are saying Andrade stopped that from happening.
You keep saying people are saying. Who are these? Are you?
I'm sitting. It's just rumors. It's just rumors. Like, I've heard just in the IWC streets,
just Reddit rumors,
Twitter rumors.
What's his name? Trap Lord Ross.
I just surf around.
Just curate information.
And on AEW, Edge was also saying to Christian in a segment, like, "Oh, I'm going to go away for some time. Like, I'm going to go home." So that's why people were theorizing he was going back to WWE.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I'd prefer that over Gunther. I'd
just rather not watch the match. If it's Edge, Gunther, or somebody,
So
I don't know.
I'll still watch the match again because it's Cena, but I
I
prefer the best option possible.
This is a complete disgrace. I mean, when we do make that list of the 100 worst things about the WWE this year, Cena's run will be number one. And
I actually don't think it's number one.
You don't think it's number one?
As bad as it was, it's been the only thing you could possibly look forward to this year.
But it's been bad.
Yeah, but it's been the one thing you can look forward to.
What's number one then?
I think there's stuff that the Vision's been worse.
No.
The Vision has been worse.
No.
The shoving of Jey Uso has been worse.
I mean, on a historic, when we think about his history,
it's still bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but even during his bad heel run, I was more interested in that than whatever Cody's doing right now. So even if it's bad, it's still better than anything else that's happened. So I mean,
that's a good point. I mean, you make a good point. I was never interested in it because it was bad from the start. So
yeah. But at least because I was still somewhat interested because it's Cena. That's because he's a star. That's about it. But it's still better than, again, anything Cody does.
I can't believe this. I feel like I'm commentating on the end of the world. It's just wrestling. But we are watching the end of wrestling.
Yeah, man.
When John Cena retires, that might be the last wrestling show that has any relevance whatsoever in American culture.
It's sad to think, man, but it might be over.
The Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn is gonna win, and from there, everything is gonna be.
We have to pray, and this depends on booking. No, we have to pray that Oba and Trick are called up and they just make a splash. But that depends again on Triple H.
That's not gonna happen. You think that's gonna happen?
No, because it's Triple H. That's why it won't happen.
You think Triple H?
It's Triple K.
Triple H only likes black women that have the physique of men, like Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair.
Well, he likes Naomi. Well, but that's probably because
she's a Uso.
Yeah.
So she gets a pass.
I don't even think he likes them, to be honest. I think he just
has to.
Yeah, I think he just kind of gives them the bare minimum. He prefers white muscular women. He prefers Rhea, Tiffany, Charlotte, probably. Like, he doesn't. I think he just pushes Tiffany. I mean, Bianca and Naomi in them because he has to, because he can't be looked at as like completely racist. And Bianca's already been booked strong because of Vince McMahon, so he has to respect her somewhat. But if it was up to him, I don't think he'd care to book Bianca Belair.
He doesn't book her. She's not on TV.
She's injured right now.
She's been injured this whole year.
Which is kind of dumb. She's been injured because of her finger.
A finger
injury.
What is this? Load management.
These
people are just cashing checks, bro. But the Royal Rumble is going to be in Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn he might come out number one and go and win it from one.
My only saving grace is that WrestleMania is in Saudi the year after. So I'm thinking he might not win this one. So at least we have a year.
And then that just
delay.
means he's going to win the Royal Rumble next year too. He's going to go 2 for 2.
No, I'm saying he might not win it this year.
The WrestleMania?
Yeah, he might not win the Royal Rumble that's coming up, but he'll win the one after that. Because the WrestleMania is in Saudi the year after.
I think he's going to win both.
He
might be the champion and win the Royal Rumble. And they'll have to do something else. But this is it. John Cena's retirement is over. Like, once that happens, wrestling will never reach what it is on that day. It's all downhill from there.
We just gotta pray again. Obafemi, Trick. Obafemi and Trick. They're gonna have the feud of a lifetime. They're gonna main event WrestleMania 42, 43, take over. It's gonna save us, man.
They're gonna get released from their contract when the Saudis buy this. They'll be unemployed. Jade
and Bianca's gonna kill it. Gonna go crazy. No, Jade and Maxine Dupree.
Jade and Bianca will be working with Tyler Perry, making Madea movies.
Oh, why can I actually see that?
Carmelo Hayes is going to be a water boy for the Boston Celtics. I'm telling these people are gonna have to get real jobs in a couple years.
Actually, yeah, because Saudi really doesn't like black people. At least from what I've heard. I keep saying from what I've heard.
Tavion Heights is going to be working at Buffalo Wild Wings.
He might be working there. Regardless of this, he probably would be released anyway. Even if he was doing good, he'd be released. So I mean, hey, but any more comments? Anything else?
I didn't watch the show.
Yeah, me neither. So I mean, we didn't have to. We know the results. We know the implications. Yeah, ending off terrible night. We have more of Cody Rhodes. We have
one of the worst nights of wrestling history,
and we didn't even watch it. Like, how could you watch this show just based on the results of this show? How is anything more intriguing? We have 47-year-old CM Punk as world champion, and there's not going to be any intriguing stories. And we have more of Cody Rhodes trench coat respect promos coming.
It's literally one of the worst nights in wrestling history.
What can come out of that?
Look at where we are. Look at where we've been. WrestleMania 17. Look at where we are. And look at we're just going straight down. There's still more.
They're on life support, bro. Just on life support. It's sad. But that's been the Crimson Brothers, Crimson Reaper,
Crimson Blaze, Big Junie Stoner.
Peace out. For more of the Crimson Brothers, follow the Crimson Wrestling Federation today. I'm commentator Havoc, the voice of the Crimson Wrestling Federation. And you can see the calls I've made in the Crimson Wrestling Federation, in the comic Crimson Wrestling Game, Story of Malice, in the description below.